Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Aegis Kingdom. And in this class I would like to discuss about respiratory system, anatomy, physiology, and with the use of slides I am giving a brief explanation because it's anatomy physiology for nurses and it is for GNM and BSU also. In the two levels I am explaining, but I am not going to give you a complete explanation, but with my explanation you can able to write the exam. But if you want to get a high score, then you need to refer the textbooks, standard textbooks. So let's see the topics continuation. uh, so what is respiratory system, exactly what it is doing, and what are the parts of the respiratory system we are going to discuss. So respiratory system consists of, you can see the image. With the help of an image you can see it consists of nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. These are the parts of the respiratory system. This is for 2 marks questions also. What are the parts of the respiratory system? Nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi and lungs. Let's have a look into the images. And you know that the nose is the main pathway for the entering of air, and next one is oral cavity, and connecting part of this oral cavity is pharynx, and the next larynx, and larynx continuation part is trachea, the rings like structure you can see, and this is called trachea. And the branches, whatever it is divided, we call it as a bronchi. The two branches are divided and it seems like a tree roots, so that's what the appearance will be there, bronchi. And two portions, the right and left, we call it as a lungs. So these are the parts of the respiratory system, and the main primary function of the respiratory system is to exchange the gases, that is CO2 to expel out and O2 to inhale. So this is the major function of the respiratory system. So when it comes to the what is internal respiration and what is external respiration, you can see in the image itself external and internal respirations. So external respiration is the process of inhaling oxygen into the lungs. So when we take inside the oxygen, we call then, and carbon dioxide exhaling, and the process includes the ventilation of the lungs and the exchange of the air in the lungs and the blood within the capillaries of alveoli of the lungs. So where these two, carbon dioxide and O2 is exchanging, means the part we call it as a capillaries. Capillaries means it is a mesh-like network structure. It's it's like mesh-like network structure where you can see. Oh, just have a look. Some error happened. So you can see external respiration. We are saying that O2 is taking in and CO2 is expelled out, and the O2 CO2 where it is exchanging, that portion we call it as a capillaries. Capillaries is the meaning where arteries and veins join together around the lungs. It forms like a mesh network like structure and it helps in the gases exchange. This is for 2 marks question. Okay, and next we'll see what is then internal respiration. If you see, it is called as metabolic process by which living cells use the blood flowing through capillaries, absorbing the oxygen they need and releasing the carbon dioxide they create. So this is the thing, internal respiration is taking place. So what are the major functions of the respiratory system? This is for 2 marks question. Already 2 marks questions 2 I explained. What are the parts of the respiratory system? They can ask what is capillaries, they will ask what is inspiration, what is expiration, they will ask. And what are the major functions of the respiratory system? It is a air distribution and gases exchange, and it filters and warms and humidifies the air. It filters, warms and humidifies the air. And because in this respiratory system larynx also included, so that's why it involves in the influence of speech also, and it allows for the senses of smell, because in the nostrils only we have a sensory receptors to smell it, so it allows for sense of smell. Because in the respiratory system it starts with the nose, how in the digestive system it starts with mouth to anus, the same way here it starts with nose. So It helps in the sense of smell. These are the important functions of the respiratory system. So in this video, I have concluded the introduction of respiratory system. What are the parts of the respiratory system? What are the functions of the respiratory system? What is capillaries? And what is inspiration and what is expiration? Inspiration means taking oxygen into the lungs. So that's called it as inspiration, and expelling the carbon dioxide we call it as a expiration. So this is about introduction of respiratory system.